My name is Stephan, and today we are going to talk a topic on that said content management system. So let's start our talk or presentation. So by defining content management system or CMS, okay, in general, in a simpler language, we can say that content management system is a tool that helps you to build a website without needing to write all code from the scratch. Because all of us, we know that when you design a website, you need to know HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and sometimes you may include PHP if you want your website to be a driven website. So these are different technologies or different language. So when you are using content management system, there's no need for you to know all those stuff because all the things are designed to that content management system is made to make life simpler and easier. So content management system has a two major components. First of all is a content management application, and second one is a content delivery application. So in summary, or when I can use a simple language, when you say a content management application is all about a front-end user interface that allow a user to edit and modify or remove content from the website without the interference of a webmaster. And content delivery application is a backend behind the scene, a process that take a content you input in a content management application. So when I can, okay, maybe in a simple way, I can say that content delivery application is probably a set of administrator, because when you say that content management system, it has a two sides. First is the front end, which a user can interact, and the second one is the administrator who input data where a user can see in a front end. So when we talk about benefit of using content management system, as we speak that content management system, there's no need for you to know much about HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and PHP, but it's good for you to know, but it's not force you to know. So when we talk about benefit, first of all, it says that easy to use, because when you use a content management system, you use the user interface in order for you to add or to edit data into website. Easy to search information, yeah, of course, because when you use a content management system, there are the issues about articles, there is an image that you put there, so it is easier for you to search those details in a tool, because when you read that easy to search for information by words, it says it a built-in search function enable user to enter what they are searching for, and they have a list of items returned to them. So when we go in a set point, easy to manage content. Sure, easy to manage content, because when you have an ability to add, to delete, and to add, to delete, and to edit, as long as there's no need for you to go in the source code and edit those stuff, so it make it easier to manage content. Sometimes even to add articles, to publish it, to unpublish it, it's so easier. because what I don't know about Joomla, for example, let's talk about website for students. Maybe the selection of students already done, and administrator told that you need to publish these student names on a website, maybe at 00 o'clock at midnight. So administrator may publish may add those names on the website even inaccurately before midnight, but he can set a time when those names can be published on the website and when website can remove link or whatever at what time. So after he publish and they set a time, after expired time comes, link goes. So accessible from anywhere, sure, because when you put your content management system like a Joomla or WordPress in a cloud base, so it can be accessed anywhere. And also allow multiple users. True, allow multiple users because like a Joomla, you can have you have a database, and when you have a database, you can add other users and give them permission. Who can read it, who can publish, who can do this and this and this. And also instant content updates. Sure, enable user to manage and update content in real time without needing to wait for the developer. Sure, because as I told you previously that you may have a link and you put there and you set a time. So there's no need for you to wait for the developer because as long as you're using a graphical user interface, so it is easier for you to put those stuff. Easy to scale. The content management system makes it easier for business to add new web pages as their business grows without the need of developers. Sure, that's true. But I can show you later how to add and how to remove. Easy to update. Development team can roll out update with just a few clicks. Yeah, all this stuff we can see later. So example of content management system. There is a Joomla, WordPress, Drupal, and the etc. But today we can talk more about Joomla because I'm familiar with Joomla and not WordPress and Drupal. So let's talk about Joomla. Joomla is an open source content management system which is used to build website and online application. It is free and extendable, which is separate from into front-end templates and back-end templates administrator. Okay, Joomla is developed using PHP, object-oriented programming, software design, pattern, and MySQL. Yeah, MySQL for storing data because all Joomla data are stored into database. So this is the Joomla architecture. As we see that there is database talk to Joomla framework, and Joomla talks to component, modules, and plugin, and there is a template, and then there is a web browser. So web browser talks to template, and template talk to component, module, and plugin, and then to Joomla framework, and then to database. So what is a component? Component is a kind of Joomla extension, sure, but component, let, let me talk about it in a simple language. Joomla, let's talk about Joomla is just like the operating system. Let's talk about a simple language. Joomla is just like an operating system, and the component is just like a application that run on a Joomla. So that's why you can see that is the operating system and the component are desktop application created by component. Content is just display in the center. So when you see a page of a content manager, especially in a Joomla, only one component running on only one page. You can see later you can understand it more. But they say that most components have too many parts, administrator and the site part. Sure, because when a component, you put data on the administrator. So when you deal with a component, you add data in a administrator side, and that data displayed in the front end. You can see that, and then you can understand it. The side part is what a user is used to render pages for your site when they are requested by site visitors during normal site operation, and the administrator part provided an interface to configure and manage different aspects of the component and is accessible through Joomla administrator application. There are a lot of components. For example, there is a page builders. So you add data in a backend, I mean in a administrator side, and those data goes to the content side. We can see that. So what is our modules? I think everyone knows modules. So modules use a small piece of functionality designed to present information on a site. They can appear a number of times or a number of pages in various positions. So when we talk about positions, every page of Joomla page is divided into positions. I can show you later those positions. So modules, for example, of modules, just like the latest version, for example, login form. So you can put a module can appear in multiple pages in the same position or in a different position. Is how you define that module where to appear. And also you can say that each module can be viewed in various pages, and the position of each module can be easily changed. You are allowed to select a main item where a module is displayed. So you can decide where module to appear. We can see that also. Joomla plugin, yeah. Those are also extension. I watch dev and perform a functionality of core or third-party components. A plugin is essentially a piece of software that is exclusively handling features of a specific component. In a simple word, just like a plugin. Most of the time we know that plugin is just kind of adding some functionality, and they're always learning behind it. When some events come, then plugin is triggered. But there are some other plugin can be configured and others not configured. So most of time that when you're using Joomla, from my little experience, is very narrow that I can build this plugin. Yeah, for sure. Because there is other component come with those plugins, and you can deal with a component, but the plugins are there to support component. So sometimes you may never touch plugins because they are there to support components. Okay, this is an example of plugins. Content page break allow user to insert page break in their content. Editors power a Joomla content editor. Editors search content allow a section with Joomla content, and more and more and more. So let's talk about Joomla template. So we talk about Joomla is a framework just as an operating system. It's there, but every user deal with a template in order to have an interaction. So template, I say that template determines the look of the Joomla website. There are two types of templates used: front end and the back end. The backend template is used to control the function by administrator. So our administrator can add items to backend, and front end is the way of present website to user. So the way you see website, that is the front end, but administrator add items from backend. Templates are used to build customize your website. It provides maximum flexibility to sell your website. Also, we can see that. Okay. When we come to talk about templates, there are a lot of stuff with templates, but these templates have some framework also. So, template framework is to speed up the design and development of custom website of Joomla. There are some stuff of framework. For example, Gantry, this I never meet, but Helix Ultimate, I use it a lot for sure because I'm in love with Jim Shaper templates. And P3, this I'm not familiar enough because I met with it last week, so I'm not enough familiar with P3. GSN Sun I never met, and Asteroid I never met, so I'm familiar with these two, Helix Ultimate and that P3, but much more Felix because I'm in love with Jim Shaper templates. So most features of for framework template, for example, SEO, search engine optimization, and responsive layout. They are providing responsive because you can use a cell phone, sometimes tablets, and measurement builder. Yeah. So I think yeah, it's the end of presentation. But um, I'm thinking about to show you a little about template in the backend. So for starting, as you see, this is a template. I mean, Joomla website. I install this local. So this is the front end, and here is the back end. Here is where administrator cook everything. So as we told that there is a components, just like here, as I say, SP page builder, and we have banners, content, to store, or maybe I can say for, I mean, this factory place, this template is special for, I mean, for e-commerce, probably I can say that, because we have these issues about sales, category, and then whatever the case. Let's say about orders, for example, orders. You can see this backend. Hey guys, in hurry, I can say that whatever you're going to search a Joomla template, first of all, just make sure that what do you want for that website? What do you want? Because this component define what you need. For example, this template, it is special for sales or maybe for e-commerce. So you may need to design a website for e-commerce, but that template that you are going to use does not support that stuff. So you need to make sure that the template you need does it support what you want. Even though you can add this component, but when you are going to search for template, make sure that what you are looking is what you're going to get. So in a hurry, I can say that let's go and see what control panel, and let's go and see template in a page. So as you see that this template user T3 framework. So everything that you are going to add here is supporting this framework. So as we see here, we have a home about our services projects. Let's go and change this name here. For example, when we go to mega menu, not here, main menu. Open in a new tab. As we see here, you have a link about code about, but when I click here and I say about it, and I say that I don't want about it, so I can click here about it, and I can say that I don't want to be about it, and I can say that I need it to be maybe probably not already saved. When it comes and refresh, you can see it's not. So it is easier to edit and to update issues. Easier to edit and then to update. But if we do remember, we say that there is a position in a Joomla. So when I need to go and see positions, then we go to global configurations. I can say enable preview module positions. I can say that enable and say save. So when I say save, and maybe I can say that local factory. If this question mark be equal to 1, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So here you can see that we have a positions. Just like here, you can see that top bar left, you have a position top bar right. You can see that a position language. So here they say that there is a positions where module can be inserted in the you can see that. You see that this is the latest news. Position is called news home. So when you go and search these modules, you can see that it is in a position of new home, and position testimonials. So where all this stuff are, let's go and see where are they. This is a structure of a template. It's already defined here. So when I see this, so this is a full website. It defines a positions. There is a sidebar 2, sidebar 1, kuna service button, kuna home 4. You see, kuna navi helper, kuna slide show, which means this slide show is this one, this guy in a position of slide show. So as long as we have this framework can show up a map or how website and its position, just like here. Yeah, I can say that. So for example, let's go and see modules. So sometimes we say that it either to search content in a Joomla or in a content management system. Here maybe I don't know module name, but I know a position where it is. So I can come here and say that I need to search a module according to positions. So I can search I need it where. So maybe I need testimonials. So this is a module for testimonials. So I can open that module. Module is here. Select styles, whatever the case you may change the style that you want. Maybe you can change a testimonial settings if you want, if it is marking whatever the for if there is marker. And when we come down here, where there is testimonials, so open, we can see marker. Yeah, this guy marker. Maybe let's go and change the name of Crypto Games. Let's go and check. So there's Eliza. Maybe Senko. Okay, so when I come and I'll refresh it. Oh, but yeah, Eliza Senko. So when you're using a content manager, it's easier to develop your web application, your web application. So, and though when you are going to look for a template, make sure that you have a website with a quick start. Without a quick start, you won't be able to get a full structure of this website. Just like this, you won't get that.